This is your home for the Trojans. Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Hooks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Boatman, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Girard down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket.
Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half.
Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium once again. My name is Daryl McLeod. Later on, I'll be joined alongside by Sarah Gogol, but for now, she is not going to be here for the pregame show as she does have a class currently, and unfortunately, class does come first as we all need those good grades to move on in life and graduate from college. Those things are very important. But it's going to be me riding solo for now. And until she shows up, we're going to have my commentary on it, whether you like that or not. First, I'd like to let you guys know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Pregame. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org. Go see everything Pregame has to offer at ckt.net. We'll take a very quick break as we're only a minute away from the opening serve here. And Girard, Kansas, I got to make sure that our stream is working. You're watching Trojan Volleyball here on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. I figured out the issue, so no worries there. And we're ready to go here. We're ready to get things underway as teams are lining up. Teams are getting ready to go. It's going to be a fun one tonight. Girard facing off against the Louisburg Wildcats. We'll be doing our pregame show in between the next one. Lewisburg, a very, very powerful team here in Kansas, just south of Kansas City. Took the trip down on 69 Highway all the way. And now they're here in Girard, Kansas, ready to face off against your hometown Trojans. Both sides getting set and underway. Coach Jackson ready to rally her team. Starting lineups for the Trojans. On the floor, as always, at the libero spot, Lindsey Bryant. In that front row, going to be Elena McGowan, Maddie Kester, Megan Bennett, and Rachel Bennett. Erica Boatman going to come in as well on that front row. She, I believe, starts in the back row. Playing that setter position is Gracie Murphy, and coming in the back row, Kaylee David. As for the Lewisburg Wildcats, it looks as though in their starting lineup, number 21, Adeline Moore, just a sophomore. Number 23, McKenna Lose. Number 6, Evan Richardson. Number 5, Addison Mallett. Number 13, Kaylee Kilgore. Number 12, Katie McCain. And number 21, excuse me, I already said number 21. And number 6, number 11 is the one who's going to come in at libero. And that's going to be Aspen Coulter. Those are your starting lineups. Those starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Quick start for the Trojans. They're going to get an ace on the opening point. Gracie Murphy back doing the serving work for the Trojans. She's had such a good year so far. We'll see if she continues that. And she'll have another serve here. Trojans lead 1-0. Pass forward. Set up for a back row line hit. And it's tipped down. A nice little save there by Bennett. Kester hits from the back row and keeps it alive. This one's set up once again for a back row hit. Bryant passes forward to Murphy. Murphy to Boatman. Boatman has to tip over. Trying to find a spot in the defense, but can't quite. This one's hit far back, goes awkwardly off of Bryant's hands, and we're all tied at 1. Looks like Allie Brown came in to serve for the Lewisburg Wildcats. Now the Wildcats pass around, back line hit. Murphy sets over to Boatman. Boatman tries to tip the tee. Doesn't fall, and a nice job to react by the Wildcats. Kind of an awkward position there. Mallett was set up for the hit, but kind of had to jump backwards for it. Whenever you're jumping backwards, it doesn't really have that same momentum that you're given when you're going forwards at a ball. So she was left in an awkward position. Low hit for Boatman. Bennett goes for the tip, does not fall. This time they're going to go for the front line off of Bennett's hands, and Bryant can't quite dive to it. 2-2 our score. Trojans coming out in the all maroon today with the long sleeves. Jaded with the gold. Wildcats coming out in the power purple. Striped with white. Coulter, the libero, back to serve. Set up middle for Bennett. Bennett hits it hard on the line. Rachel Bennett getting off to a quick start for the Trojans. Three to 2. Bennett back to serve. She'll go deep. And now the hit by Mallett gets past the wall up front. Boatman. She'll go for the donut, does not hit. Set back, hard hit down, trading blows. Katie McCain gets her own. Now Delaney Nelson will come in for the Wildcats. She trades off for Katie McCain. Short serve, Bryant able to receive it, but it goes back over to the Lewisburg side. Swinging shot, Lose can't quite get to it. This one almost hit over the head of libero, but it does not fall. This one goes way over the head of Boatman, out of bounds, over that back line. 4-3 our score. Both teams kind of trading blows. We'll see which one takes advantage. Megan Bennett will be the one who goes back to serve. Hit short. Coulter receives it. Set over to the Girard side. Went for a little dump. Doesn't quite find the mark. Nice play by Boatman to keep it alive. Hit back down hard, and Boatman receives it once more. McGowan with a nice tip. Hit back over. Boatman playing great defense. Kester's turn, and she hits the tee with perfection. Maddie Kester brings Girard to a 2-point lead, trying to seal some momentum and start trying to take control of the matchup. Bennett's going to have another chance at a serve. She went straight middle last time. So you could see Lewisburg playing very far over in front of the net. And that switch barely allows enough time for serve action, especially if you serve short. Boatman passes forward to Murphy. Murphy up to McGowan. Middle hit hard off the wall. Lewisburg can't save it. Another point for the Trojans. Set number 1 of the triangular tonight. Fort Scott up in the stands, waiting for this game to go through its procession so that they can face off against the Lewisburg Wildcats. And then later tonight, we'll see the matchup between the Trojans and the Wildcats. But first, we got, the Trojans and the Fort Scott Tigers. This one's sent away. Kester hit hard and blocked down. McGowan can't quite get underneath it. It was a great block on that front row. Now Mallet back to serve once more. Hits away. Boatman passes forward to Murphy. Murphy sets up for Kester. Kester's turn. This one's set over. Tipped at the front line. Kester's there. McGowan goes for the quick tip. Not our normal set of rotation. Bryant, good job to get underneath that one. Nice dig. Hit hard to the back line, off the bleachers, and a point for the Trojans. Kester will be the one who goes back to serve now. Kester, a deep serve. Received well. Moore sets it up, and it's hit hard. Does not fall. Moore going to go for the quick tip. Gets blocked by Boatman. McGowan passes over the net. Moore, another set. Hit off the net. It will not be touched. 4 hits on the Wildcats. Kilgore trying to go for the kill, but doesn't quite get it over that white line. Gives the Trojans the advantage as Kester sends away. Pass forward. In danger of the basketball hoop. Does not quite hit it. Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman hits hard, but it goes out of the line. Out of the field of play. 8-6 our score. Wildcats and Trojans trading off. And now I'm joined alongside by the one and only Sarah Goebel.
Hello.
Sarah, want to tell us about recitation and how it was?
It was fantastic. I left knowing less than what I did going in, which happens every chemistry class.
Well, that's why we go to class, right? Kester's back line hit goes over the back row of Lewisburg, making it 8-7. Low serves away. David leaves it, and it goes out of bounds.
A good little miss right there from David. Not really sure, and it worked out in her favor.
Just kind of dodges out of the way. You got to take it when you can get it. Tipped down by Boatman. Boatman going to get the receive on that one. A nice job by her to give the Trojans a 3-point lead.
Having her and Rachel in the front row really gives Girard that wall. It forces Lewisburg to tip or hit around the block.
Moore sets up for Kilgore. Miscommunication between the two players. Nelson and Kilgore both went for it. Nelson ends up hitting it, but it has that little bit of hesitation move that forces a timeout from Lewisburg. Coach Willer not liking how her team's playing quite yet, so we're going to get a timeout. 4-point lead for the Trojans as we take a quick break here on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years. with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Bryant sends away. Pass forward to Murphy. Murphy sets over to Boatman. Boatman's turn. Goes off that front row. A nice dig in the back by Nelson. Kester over to Murphy. Middle shot from Bennett. Gets blocked down. Front row block from Richardson. Brings Lewisburg right back into it. We're going to get a substitution here. Nelson's going to exit the matchup, and Katie McCain's going to return. That serve goes over the back line, gives the Trojans back the ball. Murphy. She'll serve middle, attacking Coulter. Now Moore sets up. Kilgore goes for a quick tip. Bennett's there. Over to Boatman. Boatman tries to swing it. Now Moore going to go for the back corner, but Bryant reads it perfectly. Bennett tries to go for a little tip action as well. The face-off between Richardson and Bennett is won by Richardson.
Yeah, Girard doing a great job at not swinging into the block, but finding little spots open, getting Lewisburg off guard so they can't really set up a good offense.
Murphy sets up for Boatman. Wow, what a save by Lewisburg, but it will go out of bounds. Valiant effort. Just unfortunately can't quite get to that last step. Boatman is back to serve for the Trojans now. They have a 4-point lead over the Wildcats. Moore with a quick little setup. Had to go one hand. Back to Boatman. Boatman finds a hole in the defense. 14-9.
That's the best part of having a back row option, is being able to do fake outs like that. You don't always have to go to the same 3 hitters every time. You can mix it up.
Moore, she's going to set back over to Mallet. And she's going to get the point, 14-10.
It looks like that block was just a little too far in, wasn't reading where her arm was going, so they were able to go off the left-hand side of Megan Bennett right there, finding that hole and getting down.
Murphy sets up for Bennett. Bennett hard hit in between the gap. 15-10 Trojans. Looks like Elena McGowan will return to the matchup. She comes in for Bryant. Bennett serves away. Moore sets up middle. Blocked down. Kester comes around to it. Set up by Boatman this time. Kester, an impressive hit. This time set up far side, but they have to eat possession. Murphy sets over to Kester. Kester's hard hit down the line with no regard for human life. Maddie Kester gives the Trojans another one.
Great job by her to read where that block was and take advantage of line. It's open all day. I don't know if I haven't seen too much of this match, but so far it looks like Lewisburg is really taking away cross, leaving that back corner open in line as well.
Bennett sends away. Moore sets up now. Hard hit down the line. They'll say that one goes in for Katie McCain. She'll immediately be subbed out for Nelson. Just part of the serving rotation, of course. Nelson serves short. This one set up. Coulter and McGowan have a face-off, and Coulter makes a nice diving play. Blocked up by Bennett. Hit back over, and Kester tries for the exclamation point, but it will not fall.
That was a great idea by Kester. another note, I would like to say that the Girard blockers are really good at swiping down instead of going straight down back to where the cluster of defenders are. They're good at really moving the ball around.
Incredibly short serve. Boatman gets underneath it, but then the pass goes too far forward. And Nelson going on a bit of a serving spree here. Nelson back once again. 16-13 Trojans lead. Forward to Bryant. And Bryant had some trouble making a decision. Results in a point for the Wildcats.
Instead of taking it with her hands right there, she just should have taken one more step back and used her platform. But overall, there's nothing you can do except read the ball better. But
Murphy sets to McGowan. Now Moore sets over. Hit deep, but doesn't work. McGowan has a chance at it. She'll go for that back corner. Nice idea, doesn't quite work out for her. They're gonna hit that side line. Lewisburg scores another, brings it within one. And we're gonna get a timeout from Coach Jackson. Wants to talk things over with their Trojans. Hopefully pause this run that the Lewisburg Wildcats are going on. 16-15 our score when we return here on Girard Sports Live.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Nelson back to serve for the Wildcats. They've clawed their way back within one. Bennett sends it back over to the Wildcat side. Set up, hit down the line hard. Allison Mallett with force ties the game up.
yeah, the block just left that line open, and if I was Lewisburg, I would take that opportunity every time, especially with Gracie Murphy being your setter in the back row. She's not got a lot of height to try to get balls like that.
Boatman hits at Coulter. Bennett is going to find the hole. It's a diving play from Mallett, but it just goes away from the Wildcats. 17-16 Trojans take back the lead. Megan Bennett will be back to serve. Bennett now. She serves low. Nelson's there. Set up by Moore from Mallett. Goes right back to Bennett. Murphy sets up. Kester goes off the blocker's hands. 18-16 Trojans.
Good job by Maddie Kester there, really seeing that hole in that block and using it to her advantage just to swing right through.
Bennett. High serve. Coulter's underneath it. Moore sets back row for Nelson. Bryant forward to Murphy, over to Kester. Kester's hard hit blocked at the line. Pushed into the net awkwardly by Los there. 19-16 the score. Bennett, low serve this time. Moore with a diving effort, can't quite get there. Coulter's pass just a little too far away for her. Timeout for Lewisburg. We'll keep it here. 20-16 our score. Trojans needing just 5 to take set number 1. Wildcats needing to claw their way back into it. They've only tied or been behind the entire matchup. Slow start for them. They're normally a very, very tough team to play. Trojans coming out hot, however. Murphy had a couple of aces to start the matchup, and since then, they've kind of been rolling off that steam. They did have a little slow spout there when Nelson was serving. She was serving bullets and couldn't really, their whole team was just rallying behind her. Jackson using the full length of the timeout. And Megan Bennett will go back to serve once more. Bennett. Nelson passes forward to Moore. Sets up for Lowe's. Blocked by Kester and McGowan. This one gets to the back row. Murphy sets up for Kester. The hard hit once again gets by the blockers. 21-16. The hard hitting proving more effective than the stout defense.
I don't know if you watched that, but it looked like Elena really wanted to take that second ball from Murphy right there.
There's been a couple of sets in a row where it looks like Elena wants to set more than she wants to hit. Coach Jax needs to have a word with her. It's getting to her head now. 21-17 the score. Lewisburg needing to seize the momentum here.
They really need to get first ball kill here so they can rally and score 3 more, be done with this first set.
I didn't see what was called there.
In the net.
Always a violation. Indeed it is. 21-18 now. Mallet sends low off the net. Boatman does a good job to get there. Bryant goes for the back corner, but Coulter's there in time. Moore sets up for Kilgore. Hard hit down the line. Picks the corner. Just a perfect spot there from Kilgore. Not much you can do. Bang, bang decision in the backside.
That was really a good hit by her.
Now back once again for Mallet. And a tough blow there. Sends it over the back line. Gives the Trojans another point when they were kind of reeling from the Lewisburg offense. Kester now. She serves low. Nelson's there. But a nice, smart little tip there from Moore. 22-20 their score.
Erica did everything right there. She went up. She tried to win the joust. Just couldn't quite be successful there.
Well, it's a Knight's Tale. Who's going to win the joust? Sometimes it's up to just dumb luck. Serves away. David passes forward to Murphy. A nice pass. Boatman now. Hard hit down the line, but saved by Nelson. Kilgore's turn. Nice diving play from Boatman, and the Trojans keep it alive for one more volley. Pass forward. Swinging hit. David's there. Trojans chance now. Back row hit. Nice fake and a hard hit from Maddie Kester.
That tandem right there, you've said it multiple times, you don't know who hit the ball, but that tandem really works well. Having Erica fake out the blocker, you could see the blocker actually went up a little early, and Maddie hit around her, so it didn't really matter, but shows the power of that tandem.
23-21 now. We'll get a switch from the Wildcats. McCain returns to the floor. Back to serve will be Moore. Bryant. Awkward pass to Murphy. Boatman has to just tip over. Moore sets up for Kilgore. Hard hit. Goes hard off Boatman's hands. 23-22. And we're going to get a timeout for the Trojans. We'll take a quick break with them.
Thank you, Mom.
Volleyball on Girard Sports Live. Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. 23-22 our score. Wildcats have fought back within one. Bennett, though, with a hard hit. And on that side, Katie McCain can't block it. Trojans within one of sealing out set number one.
I would keep going to the outside. That block is not getting there. Either it's closed or they're leaving line open or you're able to tool off of it.
And Gracie Murphy with the ace to seal off set number one. Trojans win 25-22. They take set number 1. Addison Mallett couldn't quite get underneath that ball. Murphy with a well-placed hit as well. Just made it an awkward shot for her. And you got to imagine Coach Jackson lined that one up, told her who to go to. And that's what would happen. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, set number 2 on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Trojans lead 1-0 in set totals. Lewisburg sets off with Nelson. Kester has to dip down low to set that one up, and Bryant goes way high. Push there. Hits the back line. A nice little play there by Los.
We've had a few of those where, you know, they think it's out, but they're not really sure. But it's learning experience.
It's an awkward position.
Yes.
Nelson, little short floater. Kester passes forward. Murphy over to Bennett. Bennett, hard hit down the line. Goes cross court, and it's a nice job by her.
That was such a beautiful cut, really moving her thumb down, getting that angle on the ball, and cutting to this left corner. Just so beautiful hitting around that block.
Murphy now. She sends away. Coulter passes forward to Moore. Moore tips over, but Murphy's there. Bryant will have her turn at a set. Boatman pushes it forward. Nelson, a nice little pass. Little miscommunication there between Moore and Coulter results in a point for the Trojans.
I don't know if you noticed this, Daryl, but Lewisburg is running a 5-1, therefore meaning that their setter can take second ball over. So that means the Trojans have to be aware that not every time you're going to get a pass set kill.
That one an awkward position between Megan Bennett and Gracie Murphy. Couldn't decide who was going to get it. For Lewisburg, Coulter exits the floor and Evan Richardson comes back in. Lining serve directly at the JV. 3-2.
Rachel Bennett's face gets me every time. She's just so excited about every play, and that's the kind of energy you need from a leader on a team like this.
Boatman, high pass, attacking a brand new entry into the game. Wow, what a play by Richardson. I didn't think she was going to be able to get up to that one. I don't even think it was set to her. It barely gets her fingertips on it and pushes it to the left. No Trojan was expecting that. Keeps the score tied at 3.
It's one of those little threes that got pushed a little too far, and that was the only option she had.
Moore serves away. Boatman. Back to Murphy, back to Boatman. Moore sets up middle. Bennett lost it, that one in the air. And Richardson takes advantage and puts it back down on her. Lewisburg has their first lead of the day.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that except pray.
Stick your arms out. 3-4, Lewisburg leads. Now served over by Moore. Kester forward to Murphy. Murphy middle hit for Bennett. Nice play by Bennett. Goes and avoids the blockers. Hits that tee, making it 4-4.
Great job to find that hole. You knew that you had 2 strong blockers in the middle. You saw that it came from the left side. Might as well go right there because nobody's covering that tee.
McGowan returns. Bennett serves. Kilgore from the back line. She's got a beautiful hit whenever she goes for a spike. Nice save there from Bennett in the back line. Moore. This one blocked down the net. Stays in bounds, however, making it 5-4. Lewisburg clinging to a 1-point lead. Allie Brown now. She comes in to serve for the Wildcats. Served low. Kester has to come in. Boatman. Interesting little shot. Coulter. Backwards to Mallett. Murphy is there. Bryant over to Kester. Kester just comes a little too low on it. Hits it right into the net. 6-4 Wildcats lead.
Yeah, she just hit that ball out right in front of her. Nothing you can do. It's hard to read it having the ball coming from behind you. It's really, really hard to read. That's why it's super important to get behind your setter. That way you can have a good approach and find the ball.
Yeah, in every single sport you're taught to go and retrieve things as they're coming to you. So it's incredibly hard when something's coming from behind to get that. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't think about a sport where you aren't going towards something instead of maybe the occasional catch in football, but
I was going to say
that's about it. You're still kind of going towards that because you're running to a spot to get the ball. But, man,
I don't know.
Now I'm lost, yeah. Cricket, maybe. I don't play much cricket, but I'm sure it's got something like that in it. Bryant, weird pass. Murphy lays out. Ball goes off the line. Judges on the other side's head. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, Lindsey Bryant right there just had her platform turn that way, and that's why the ball got shanked over there. But beautiful hustle by Murphy trying to make any attempt at saving that ball.
Kester with a hard hit. Hit hard down the line. No chance for Boatman there. Just a well-hit ball on that side by Mallett. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Jackson. She's seen enough, wants to talk things over. 9-5 lead for the Wildcats. We'll take a quick break. When we return, more volleyball here on Girard Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Welcome back. Coulter serves away. And another awkward pass. Lewisburg takes a 5-point lead. Rowdy crowd behind us.
Yeah, Trojans right here.
Getting into the matchup. Murphy sets up to McGowan. McGowan, beautiful spot in the back corner. Makes it 6-10.
Yeah, she saw that she only had one block. Could go either way, just not right down the middle. Chose that left back corner and was successful there.
Just skims the line as Kester now serves away. A low one. Mallet to Moore. And we're going to get a jump ball. Replay. Not jump ball. Replay.
You could say jump ball. We all know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. They're
It's
all
like the
crossing
same.
court there.
Right?
Basically.
Both
are stoppages of play. No possession arrows in volleyball, though.
Imagine if that was it.
Be more incentive for the JV to hit the ball over to the other side. I think that'd be an interesting layer to the game.
We want the ball back. Yeah, right there, that play, just nobody up to block. Nobody was covering, so the back row just literally had to pray.
Bentz serves away. This one blocked at the line. Trojans able to recover. Bentz passes forward to Moore. Moore over to Mallet. Mallet hard hit down the line. Goes over the back line. 7-11 our score.
Yeah, I expect that back left corner on the Trojan side to be targeted all night. That line is wide open. So either Lindsay will have to start cheating over if they continue to hit there, or something's going to have to happen.
David in the perfect spot. Murphy over to Boatman. Hard hit over the back line. Goes too far. 7-12. Now Nelson comes back in. Blaney Nelson, she's been a very solid server. And overall, just a solid piece to the Lewisburg offense so far.
Yeah, she has a beautiful float serve. And with the float serve, there's hardly any rotation on the ball, and it also moves, psyching out your passers.
You could see that in effect there when Kaylee David kind of just runs up on it a little too much, then just sticks out her hands to the side. Never a good formula for a back row passer.
It also will die too.
Looks like we're going to get another timeout. Coach Jackson not liking the way the Trojans are playing. They're down by double their score. 7-14, our total. We're going to keep it here. Looks like over on the JV side, Trojans going to be awarded a point, but they're down heavy to Lewisburg right now, losing 20-8. Lewisburg, as I said in the very, very opening, always a tough team to face. They're proving why here. Trojans took away the first one.
Are they 4A?
I do believe they are in 4A.
I didn't know if it was 4A or 5A.
Yep, I believe they're 4A, right there in the middle of Kansas City and Pittsburgh. Closer to Fort Scott, I suppose.
What are they, 43 minutes away, an hour?
Depends on if I'm driving or not. How much purpose do I have?
How much lead do I have in my foot?
How quickly do I need to be there? It's going to be Nelson back to serve one more time. She sends a low serve at Kester. Forward to Murphy. Over to Boatman, and Boatman gets one back for the Trojans. 14-8 now.
That timeout proving that it was beneficial, getting Coach Jackson's girls locked back in and focused in on passing. That's where it all starts, especially on runs like that where you have a server consistently serving. I don't know how many points. It was more than 3. That's just what you got to think. You got to think about first ball pass, and then the rest will line up.
Bennett with the block. No one in position behind her, so it results in a point for Lewisburg. Low serve. Bryant to Murphy. Murphy back row hit for Kester. Kester hits it hard, but Moore sets over to Kilgore. Blocks at the line, and once again, Trojans not in position. Down by half once again. Lewisburg running away with this game. Trojans need to make a change, and they need to make it fast. Hard low serve. passed over the line.
With passes going that high in the air, coming off a hard serve like that, you really need to break your platform in a way. Just tuck your elbows in or shrug your shoulders. That way it takes a little bit off the ball. That way you're not getting high passes like that, and you have the opportunity to set the ball up.
Nice little serving there from Los, but she'll exit the game after sending it over the back line. Coulter comes in for her. Boatman back to serve. She punches forward. Nelson forward to Moore. Hard hit and in the line to gain. Just a tough choice there to make.
Yeah. There's really, it's all about the hesitation, the little moments, knowing where you are. And we said that last broadcast, we said volleyball is all about little things.
Middle hit for Bennett. She's there. And I got to imagine the tiny mistake starting to really frustrate Coach Jackson. Just seems like the Trojans are kind of reeling on this entire set.
And with those tiny mistakes, you just got to learn from it and move on. You got to have amnesia. You got to have short-term memory. Figure out what you did, improve it, and move on.
Kester with the fist. Now set up middle. Swinging shot for Richardson. A little collision there on the front row. And then hit out of bounds. Trojans having trouble doing anything right here on this set. They trail by 11.
Right here, I think they should just work on their first ball pass, getting their offense set up, maybe finding a hole every once in a while. Maybe Gracie Murphy needs to dump.
Murphy over to Kester. Hard hit. And Lewisburg just doing no wrong. Takes it out of the Trojans' hands as Bennett's turn gets blocked down on their side. And I think all you can expect is Lewisburg to win out the rest of this set. Things are just going their way right now.
That's one thing my dad always said. The first team to get to 20 always wins. Or 25, I mean.
Interesting theory. We'll see how it works out for them. Murphy over to Kester. Kester has to swing around to hit it. That one passed out of bounds. Trojans hit the double-digit mark. McGowan going to return to the matchup. Bryant takes a seat. Bennett will be back to serve. Megan Bennett on the front row with Kester and McGowan. Murphy in that setter spot, along with Boatman in the back row. Nelson passes forward to Moore. Moore over to Kilgore. Kilgore hits hard. And that one's called in on the back line. 22-10. Just seems like every time that the Trojans get a positive, it gets returned by a positive for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was just a really good hit on that Lewisburg's part.
Boatman over to Murphy. McGowan now. Comes right at my face. Skips around the bleachers and heads out. 22-11.
Did you see I was going to protect the camera?
Yeah.
I had my hands
going for
up.
the camera first.
BJ, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, wherever you are out there, man. We love your equipment more than we love ourselves. Megan Bennett now. As the great Ron Gates sneaks behind us. Taking pictures for the Trojans for years now. 23-11 our score. Coulter will be back to serve. Coulter. Bryant lets it go, and it does go out of bounds. 23-12.
Bryant doing a good job on the back row, just knowing exactly where she's at. Ball high, chest high, let it fly.
Trojans have a lot of points to get, not many to give. They need to go on a run here. And I suppose Kester is the one you want serving if that's going to happen. However, a nicely placed ball on that side results in a point for Lewisburg, and they're at 24. And they'll have a lot of wiggle room.
See, that's a good thing about volleyball, Daryl, is that you've got another set to win. This game is not over.
Yeah, but Trojans would have won against Lewisburg if there was only one set, so. A nice block on the front row. Epic comeback starts right here. Bennett returns to the matchup. Well, Lindsey Bryant, you're going to have to serve for 12 points. I believe she can do it, true. And no one I'd rather have back there than Bryant. Serves away. Low and called out. Announcer's jinx.
Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely jinxed her on that
That's how
one.
it happens. Lewisburg takes set number 2, tying us at 1. We'll take a quick break. When we return, more volleyball action here on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. We're entering set number 3. It's all tied 1-1. This one decides it all between the Wildcats and the Trojans.
And we're going to 25. We learned that last night.
Yes, we did. It'll be Nelson who sends it away. Murphy over to Boatman. Bowman hits that back line. Tough choice there for Lewisburg. Lets it go, but it ends up being the wrong choice. 1-0.
Those roll shots are really well placed, and they're helping Girard a lot. Lewisburg's probably expecting them to swing as hard as they can, put the ball down, but with smart decisions like roll shots, tips that are well placed, it could be way more detrimental than kills.
Murphy gets underneath it. And Bryant makes the save. Barely over. Kilgore now, her turn. Yeah, you only get one lucky charm per set. And Kilgore sends it down with force. 1-1 our score.
Sorry for interrupting him. I was going to say, the Trojans really need to get out to line because especially with a perfect set just like that, they're going to go there all day.
Oh. Those ones hurt. Gets Bennett in the jaw, but she appears to be fine. Serve goes away. And an awkward pass there from Bryant. Can't quite get found. 3-1 Lewisburg. Bryant's to Boatman. Kester forces it over. Needs to get those back row passes back in line with Murphy. And that one going to be called in on the back line. 4-1 the score.
Yeah, that back line is killing them tonight.
Can't quite get the passes where they need to be. I know it's one of the hardest things to do in sports, but still has to be done. Smart choice there. Lets it go over the head. 4-2.
Trojans really need to take this ball, keep it a while, and go on a roll. Back at least 2 more points so they're even with Lewisburg.
Boatman serves, pass forward by Nelson, set up for Richardson. Hit down the line, and Boatman saves it. Over to Kester. Moore sets up for Kilgore, hard hit. Boatman off the hands, up into the rafters, 5-2.
Yeah, just caught that ball outside, kind of stuck her hands out to meet it instead of letting the ball meet her hands. And that's just really what happened there.
Moore serves this time. Boatman to Murphy. Middle hit for Bennett. Hit hard. Up off the rooftop. Comes down a little quicker than Nelson was expecting. 5-3 now.
Great swing by Rachel Bennett, really cutting it to her right and taking the setter out. I believe the setter is in the back row, meaning that Lewisburg will now have 3 hitters at their disposal.
Bennett can't quite get underneath that one. Another well-hit ball by Kilgore, who will now exit the matchup. Allie Brown comes in to serve. We're also going to get another substitution. Mallett will come in for Nelson. 6-3 our score. Brown serves to Boatman. Boatman passes up to Murphy. Murphy to Kester. Blocked at the row. Can't quite get out of the way. 7-3 now.
Yeah, that middle block is a wall right there, especially when Rachel Bennett or Maddie Kester are in the middle for a couple rotations just like this. That wall is devastating.
McGowan sends over. Brown passes to Moore. Moore over to Mallett. Hard hit at Bryant. Bryant able to pass forward. Murphy over to Kester. Kester's turn. And hers sticks home. 7-4. It'll be Megan Bennett who goes back to serve now for the Trojans. Bennett sends short. Coulter passes back over to the Trojan side. Murphy sets up for Kester. Kester's tip, no good. Bennett's there. Murphy back to McGowan. McGowan's turn. Goes for a tip. Doesn't work. Set over and passed down by Katie McCain.
I would just like to point out Gracie Murphy did a great job. That ball was a little tight. She did a great job really turning her body and not getting in the net right there, immediately giving up the point.
Coulter back now. Serves forward, short and low. Boatman receives it. Kester, hard hit down the line. Called out of bounds. 9-4. And we're going to get another timeout by the Trojans. Coach Jackson wanting to call things over, trying to calm her team down a little bit as Lewisburg breaks out to another quick lead. We'll take a very short break. When we return, Trojan comeback here on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Coulter's back to serve. We're tied 1-1 as far as sets go. Wildcats lead 9-4. They took a dominant victory in the second set after Trojans took one from them in the first one. Kester can't get that one over. A little frustrated with herself after that. Just pick yourself back up. You'll be fine.
Yeah, great idea by Maddie Kessler. Just couldn't quite execute, but that's still a great idea. You had the Lewisburg defender kind of, back in her tracks. She was not prepared for that tee to be used.
McGowan's turn. Smart tip. Gets over the front wall and out of the reach of Coulter. They're down by 5.
Yeah, the Lady Trojans, you saw the first 2 after that timeout, first 2 plays. They're just trying to get the ball back as quick as possible, using those spots that are open like the tees or the donut right behind the block right there that Elena just used.
Moore able to get the setup, and it's pounded down in the front by Los.
Good job by Elena just to get up there. She went up with the first ball thinking that maybe it was coming over and quickly got up with the second as well.
Bentz back. Pass forward by Bryant. Over to Boatman. Boatman's turn. Gets blocked at the line. And they're unable to get to it. Goes off the line judge. Makes it 12-5. Lewisburg starting to break away.
That's still a much better improvement than what we've seen on block coverage. Maddie Kessler just right there being able to cover Erica.
McGowan's hard hit off the blocker line and out of bounds. They trail by double their points. Rachel Bennett returns to the matchup. Erica Boatman in the front row with Gracie Murphy. It'll be Kester and David in the back line, and Bryant back to serve. Bentz, Coulter, and Brown in the back row for Lewisburg. It'll be Brown who receives it, Moore who sets it up, and Los who puts it down. Boatman gets to it. Kester with the hustle, goes for the back row, but Brown is there. Coulter sets up this time. Swinging hit there by Mallet. Now Murphy over to Kester. And once again, can't quite get it over the net. Makes it 13-6.
It looked like there was a little bit of confusion. That ball kind of died instead of getting pushed out all the way, which was really hard for Maddie to adjust. But I would like to say great job at mixing things up, taking the ball over on second ball. She did a great job seeing that this back corner was open, but unfortunately Lewisburg there to get it.
Nelson serves. David frustrated with herself on that play.
Yeah, Trojans really got to think about passing right now. I said it before and I'll say it again. Passing is the most important skill in volleyball. Just being able to get at least a ball up and hittable.
This one she succeeds on. Murphy has to come cross court for it. And Bennett can't get it over.
Just hits it on the way down. She was a little early on her approach.
Lewisburg pulling away, leading by 9 now. As Nelson with a great serve, forward and short. Boatman gets through that front line. 15-7 now.
Good job by Erica Boatman to be aggressive right there. She saw the hole in the block, she took her opportunity, and it was successful.
Murphy serves away. Nelson. Nice hit there from Los. Bennett goes for the tip. Coulter's there. Nelson's there. Bentz with the hard play, and it gets over. Boatman to Murphy to Boatman. Her hard hit. Not giving Bentz a chance on the line. They cut it to within 7.
Great line shot right there by Erica. If I were her, I would keep going line all day as long as the set allows for it.
Murphy's back to serve. She pokes one in between defenders. Moore sets it for Kilgore, and Kilgore gets high and spikes it low.
Yeah, the Trojans block is just not getting out far enough, which allows Lewisburg to go line or go inside of Megan Bennett's hands. If she was just a couple more inches over, that would have put her and Rachel perfectly for that hit.
Goes over Bryant's head. And Coulter will return to the matchup. Boatman. It's back to serve. Bentz can't get forward to it. 16-10. Trojans on a bit of a comeback.
That was a great float serve by Erica right there. Just died perfectly right in front of the Lewisburg defender.
Nelson forward to Moore. Moore cross court to Kilgore. Tried for the layup. Doesn't get over the net. 16-11. Boatman. Bents forward to Moore. Moore sets middle for Richardson. And Kesters finally gets through. The lead has been cut down to 4.
They got to really use this momentum and keep pushing, keep playing their game. We talked about that last broadcast, how the Trojans weren't really playing their game. They just got to keep doing that, and great things are going to happen.
Awkward pass, back row hit from Nelson. Swinging shot, had some curve on it, and Lewisburg gets one back.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion, just hit right in between seams right there. Well-placed hit.
Served over by Moore. Boatman to Murphy, to Kester. Swings with the left hand, gets it in. Richardson goes for that back line. It will be out of bounds. 13-17. I imagine if the Trojans get within 2 here, we might see a timeout from Lewisburg. Too many points have been given up. We'll see if she trusts her team to go on. Coulter passes forward to Moore. Moore over to Kilgore. Hits hard down the line and skirts out on the Lewisburg side.
Really using that net luck right there.
Well, you make your nets in your town for a reason. Coach Jackson giving some wisdom to her team. Nelson passes forward to Moore. Moore, middle this time. Boatman's there. Tough play for Bennett. Gets it back in play, and Boatman sends it over. This one set up for McCain again. Rolls the line. It's out of bounds. And I believe we're going to see the timeout now. And yes, we are. Trojans get within 2. And Coach Willer has to call a timeout. Lewisburg leads by 2. Trojans fighting back here on Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
We're back here on Girard Sports Live. Rachel Bennett's back to serve. They trail by 2. Bennett sends over. Coulter passes forward to Moore. Moore sets up for Richardson. Blocked at the line by Bennett. Back row hit for Kilgore this time. Rolls forward, and Boatman does a good job. And then Richardson spikes it down on her own side. Trojans within 1.
I had no idea which side that landed on. I thought it landed on the other side.
Definitely looks a little weird from this angle. Bennett sends it over at Kilgore. Kilgore passes forward to Moore. Moore back sets to Kilgore. Blocked by Kester, but Coulter is there. Murphy for McGowan this time. Tries to slide it down the net. I'd like to see her swing through that one, but it's a nice idea. It's worked for her a couple times tonight.
Yeah, the set is just a little too far pushed that way. That way she can't really get on top of the ball.
18-16. Brown sends over. Boatman to McGowan. McGowan sets, and Kester eats possession, hits over. Moore. Forward to McCain. And the block goes away from the Trojans. 3-point lead now for Lewisburg. They're taking back control. Trojans still have life. Brown hits over. Bryant forward to Murphy. McGowan goes for the back corner. Nice idea. Moore. It's blocked at the line. Mallet hits hard into that front wall.
Just a great job by the block right there, seeing that set is getting pushed out a little too much, meaning that her only option really is to go cross with that swing.
Bennett Sends right at Mallett. Moore will give it to Richardson. Richardson goes for the push, doesn't work. Kester now hits into the net. Inopportune time for that mistake.
Great job by Megan Bennett, to be there for that block.
Timeout by Coach Jackson now. 3-point lead for Lewisburg. Things are tight here in Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. The finale of this one when we return on Girard Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
We're back right into the action as Coulter serves away. Boatman passes forward to Murphy. Murphy sends it over to Kester. Kester, hard hit at Coulter. Coulter passes forward to Moore. Moore over to McCain. Bounces off the net. Boatman gets underneath it. Murphy can't get there in time. 4-point lead and 4 points away from taking the victory in match number 1. Coulter will be the one to serve.
A great job by the Lady Trojans here not to give up. They were down how many points?
9 at one point.
9 at one point, and it's great of them to bounce back. They are 3 points away of tying with Lewisburg right here. If they just keep the momentum going, the hustle, doing all the little things, they have a good shot at winning.
21-18. Kester serves. Brown forward to Moore. Middle hit for Los. Fakes out, and they're going to call a lift on her. She went for the little Michael Jordan hand switch. That only works in basketball, and Kester going to have a chance to bring this back within 1. She sends it low. Mallett to Moore. It's going to be a hard hit down the line from McCain. Boatman's turn. Returns the favor down the line. And the Trojans back within 1.
Great job at finding the little holes and really playing smart with the ball, having intentions of where you're going, what spots are open, and just really being smart.
Moore sets over to Mallett. Mallett hits over this time. Boatman to Murphy. Back to Boatman. Goes for the tip. Close to another lift there. Not going to get called. And the point will go to the Lewisburg Wildcats.
I think the only reason that wasn't called a lift is because it was with her fingertips instead of her hand and her palm.
Man, I saw the whole palm.
Really?
I saw her catch the ball, grab it, and throw it up.
Then maybe it was a lift and it just didn't get called.
Bentz serves away. Short one. David's there. Boatman. McGowan sends over. Brown forward to Moore. Moore back sets to Los. Los pushes it. And the block is there. Sends it down. Trojans with 1. Can they capitalize and finally tie and take back the lead? The weight will be on Bryant's shoulders. She's now back to serve. Sends right at Brown. Brown forward to Moore. She'll go for a dump. Kester with a nice diving play to keep it alive. Tries one more time. David sticks out the arm. It looked like Bryant would have had it. Bang, bang play. 23-21. Nelson returns to the matchup, and so does Kilgore. Lewisburg has the lineup that they like to try and close out this matchup.
Setter's still in front row, so she still has that option of going over with second ball.
Nelson, short serve off the net. And Nelson with a lucky ace, but a well-timed one. Makes it 24-21. Lewisburg, 1 point away from taking set number 3 and winning the first match of this triangular. High serve, David. There, Kester sticks out the arms and keeps it alive. Trojans with some fighting breath. Los sends it down the net, and it will fall on the Trojan side. 25-21 the final here in set number 3. Lewisburg takes the total 2-1. Girard able to get that first set victory over the Lewisburg Wildcats, but Lewisburg had control from there. Girard did a great job of fighting back, but they were unable to get the victory, and they will lose match number 1 here in the triangular, making them, I believe, 18-3?
Yes.
18-3 on the season. Fort Scott and Lewisburg will be up next. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the live camera view of it. We will not be on the air for that one, but it will be Fort Scott and Lewisburg action next here on Girard Sports Live.
Are you tired of waiting for your internet to load at a snail's pace? Or feeling like your connection is slower than a sloth's morning routine? Maybe your current internet feels as speedy as a sunbathing turtle. Well, say goodbye to the slow lane and welcome to Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, where we leave the slow movers in the dust. You'll zoom through the web faster than Sharky being swarmed by his adoring fans. Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, because life's too short to wait for slow connections.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Family-owned and operated, G&B Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&B Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&B Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. I'm Daryl McLeod, joined alongside by Sarah Goebel, and we're getting ready for match number 3 of the Triangular. Girard Trojans getting ready to take on the Fort Scott Tigers. Tigers just fell to the Lewisburg Wildcats in 2 sets. You could have caught that action as it was playing just a few moments ago. Lewisburg looking unstoppable after taking that first set over Girard. After Girard took that first set over them, they've looked absolutely unbeatable. And now the Tigers getting set to try and come back and try and get a victory before they go home tonight. Trojans trying to do the same, trying to defend home court. They're warming up with Coach Jackson. Gracie getting her sets in. Everyone's ready to go. We're about 2 minutes and 35 seconds from tip-off. And I'd like to let you guys know that, of course, as always, this pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the community for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, Sarah, Trojans coming off a tough loss to Lewisburg. They got the victory in the first set. Were able to beat them 25-22, I believe, was the final score. Second set came down to 25-13, if I'm correct. And that final one, once again, being around that 25-22 margin. As Lindsey Bryant takes a volleyball straight to the chest. That one was to the heart. Elena with a nice swing through. But what do the Trojans need to do? I mean, they're coming off that loss, but you can't hang your head. You had said that as soon as we ended our broadcast. It's a great team to be playing. Lewisburg, always tough competition, especially with that 4A marker that they have. I mean, what do they have to do differently in this matchup to take down the Tigers? And more importantly, how do they come back from that loss?
You forget about it. That's simply how you come back from that loss. We don't have video. Anyways, you forget about it. You have amnesia. You move on from that. You learn from your mistakes, and you move on. One of the biggest killers of that last game was passing. Passing's the most important part of volleyball. You can say, yeah, kills are nice, a pretty set, a good ace is really nice, but passing is where you come down. You have to focus on it. That would be a key to my game for this matchup against the Fort Scott Tigers. Now, I didn't really watch a lot of the Tigers, but I know that they do have a big middle. They'll be running a 6-2. I believe they had 2 setters warming up. They had Dakota Hazelbaker, and I believe the other one is a junior or a sophomore from Fort Scott. But running a 6-2, you don't have to worry about that setter being able to aggressively dump quickly out of the first with the second ball. Another key that I would have for this game is just playing their own. We kind of saw that the first set. You know, we saw the Trojans be comfortable within themselves. They weren't getting frustrated. They didn't let 1 or 2 errors make a bigger mark than what they should have. But in the second game, we did. The second set and the third set. You know, you get behind or you let the other team come back, and then you're just constantly chasing. We saw that Tuesday night as well.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. Your stream's probably going to stutter for a little bit, but I have to get you guys back in live because that's the whole purpose of this whole thing. So we'll be right back here on Girard Sports Live. Well, hopefully we'll be back on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Obviously had a little bit of a stutter there, but things are all good and going fine. No problem at all. Those keys to the game that Sarah gave you were brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. It looks like Fort Scott's going to get the opening serve, and the opening serve is brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. We're going to exit that pregame show now, once again brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. And the Trojans have a quick 1-0 lead here in set number 1. Hit hard down by Fort Scott.
Yeah, there we go. We see that middle coming into play. She's going to be a big factor in tonight's game. Getting that block up and reading her arm well is going to be a big factor because plays like that are going to happen all night.
Fort Scott leading 2-1. Fort Scott's also higher in the classification system in Kansas, I believe. Don't quite remember what ranking they're at. I believe it's also 4A.
Yep, I was about to say that.
That one's served away by Claypool. Passed around on the Fort Scott side. Aiken has to send it over. Kester to Murphy. Sets up for Boatman. Boatman's hard hit. Saved on that side. Boatman goes for the tip, and it does find the mark. Just getting over the hands of Comstock.
Really just a good job avoiding that block and avoiding like getting your lunch ate and going right over in that donut.
Boatman's a good serve. And this one's batted over. Short one, fielded by Bennett. Murphy with a good job to get it back in play. And this one's just a tip back and forth from the front lines. They don't want the back lines to play. Quick dump. A nice play from Aiken. Gets a quick point for the Fort Scott Tigers.
That's another thing. I saw in Lewisburg. Lewisburg was also able to get Fort Scott off their toes and stuck in the mud on the setter dump. So I would expect a lot because the Trojans really haven't seen any dumps coming from that second ball.
Murphy sets back up to Kester. That one's blocked. A forceful hit, and it goes out of play. That's what you get for hitting it hard. A 3-3 tie.
Great hustle by Lindsey Bryant, really following that ball to that line, learning from last match's mistakes where they thought the ball was going out, but it just dropped right on top of that line.
Set up for McGowan, and she beautifully plays the tee, hitting to the outside. Back row was not ready for it, and they execute. 4-3, Trojans lead.
Just a smart play by her. Reading that the set wasn't perfect, it was kind of like oh, here we go. You know.
Bennett to Hazelbaker, set up for Kalashaw. And now McGowan will just hit it over. Set up by Aiken. Hazelbaker. Now Bennett up to Murphy. Murphy over to Kester, her turn. She tries to force it down the line, and that's blocked. And they'll say it hits the line, giving a point to the Tigers.
Yeah, Fort Scott there doing a great job at just pressing in and getting that ball within the court.
Hazelbaker now serves. Bryant forward to Murphy. Murphy back to Boatman, who hits it back line. Hazelbaker sets up this time. It's hard hit. Boatman can't get the hand out to it, and the Tigers take back the lead.
Yeah, Boatman not in the right spot there. She should be off of that right blocker's shoulder, and because that blocker's supposed to take care of everything in that path.
Served over by Hazelbaker once more. Murphy sets middle for Kester. Tries for the blue line, but it goes out of bounds.
Such a good swing. She just was facing that way.
Hazelbaker now. Bryant passes forward. Quick dump from Murphy. Doesn't find the mark. Boatman to Murphy, and we're going to get a jump ball. The only downside to playing on courts like this, you know, I try not to ever give Frontenac any credit for what they have, but it's really nice that they have the curtain that separates the two floors, as it always prevents any stoppage of play. Kester's turn once more. The quick tip gets batted around by Stewart, falls in the court of play, resulting in a point for the Trojans.
Yeah, I think it's more interesting trying to keep the ball out of your court.
Hazelbaker to Kalashaw. Hard hit between the back row.
Definitely going to have to get a double block up on the middle right there. Both middles, number 28 and number 14, are big middles, and they have power behind their swing, so you're going to have to do everything in your power to get at least two blockers up there.
Boatman goes for the back corner. Hazelbaker sets up, and it's a quick tip. McGowan saves it. Bryant forward to Kester, who hits it over. Hazelbaker once again will set back to Aiken. This one's hit down the line, and Tigers can't save it. Kester once again will be back at the line to serve. Hazelbaker, she'll set up for Claypool. Claypool goes for the tip, doesn't get over. Dump from Gracie, not going to happen. This one batted around on the Trojans' side. 2-point lead for the Tigers. Kalashaw's serve straight into the net. Puts the Trojans back within one.
Yeah, with that serve, she just had a low toss, low contact point, and that's why they didn't clear the top of the net.
Bryant's turn from the stripe. A nice diving play. Bennett with the set. Boatman goes over the head, but a nice diving play in the back row. Wheeler able to save it. That one goes out of bounds in the end, though, so it was all for naught. We're all tied at 8s.
I will say Rachel Bennett did a great job. She went up like she was going to hit that overpass, but instead recognized that she was not going to get a successful swing out of it and goes ahead and sets it up for her teammates to take care of it.
Hazel Baker had the set. Bryant just sticks out an arm. Last minute decision didn't work out for her.
That ball was probably going in, so that was a good decision.
Aiken back to serve. Sends away at Bryant. Bryant passes forward to Murphy. Murphy sets up for Bennett. Bennett's hard hit. Rolls off of Wheeler's hands. David, nice pass forward to Murphy. Back row hit for Kester. Goes off the blocker's hands. Playing a little bit of ping pong there as it just slides back and forth between the blocker and in between the spot of no return.
And with Fort Scott only having a single block up in the middle, that is crucial for the Trojans to use that to their advantage, cutting around it, and it gives them a lot more opportunities to get kills.
Trying to hit around the blocks doesn't work out. It's a 1-point trailing and a 1-point lead for the Tigers, as it looks like Claypool is going to be back to serve, and Avery Stewart returns to the matchup. Set up for Megan Bennett. Blocked down the line of the net. 9-11.
Beautiful swing, just unfortunate roll off the block. The ball just went in no man's land.
It'll once again be Claypool back to serve. It's a good serve at Bennett. Murphy has to hustle for the pass. Megan Bennett with a little tip. Hazel Baker sets up for Comstock. No doubt about that one. Skims the back line, 9-12. Claypool serve to Bennett. Once again, forcing Murphy to hustle, but quick time play from Kester to keep it in. Murphy's pass goes over the line. 9-13. Tigers starting to pull away, and we'll see a timeout from Coach Jackson. We'll take one with her. 13-9 our score here on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live, 13-9 our score here in set number 1. Coach Jackson taking all of that timeout, using the full time to her advantage.
Yeah, I imagine that timeout is just getting her girls focused. When they're not down by too much, just kind of getting them locked back in.
Blocked out of bounds. Hazel Baker's hit, going to be good for a point.
That was a beautifully set block and everything, and it was good. It's just unfortunate because it hit off of her forearm. Nothing she could have done.
Claypool having a run from the stripe. Kester passes forward. Bennett goes for the tip. Open all day for her. 14-10 now.
Keep hitting that spot until somebody picks it up. And then once somebody picks that up, that means there's another hole created.
Farrington joins the match. Claypool will take a seat. Boatman serves. Comstock will have to tip it. Doesn't get over the net. They're going to say it was hit down. Ball goes out of bounds. Trojans gain one back. Boatman attacking the left side. Aiken will pass back. Comstock will send it over. Boatman forward to Murphy. Kester hits down the line with a boom. 2-point trail for the Trojans.
Just really gets on top of that ball and gets a hold of it. Just perfectly executed in that back right corner.
Boatman now short serve. Forces Stewart to come up for it. Comstock trying to hit of her own, but gets on top of it a little too much, and it sails over the back line. Now it'll be Boatman back once again. Trojans within one. Aiken up for Stewart. Stewart hard hit. Boatman can't get to it. Off the wall. 2-point lead.
Just a little confusion there. Maddie just didn't know that Erica was right behind her. That should have been Erica's ball.
Served over by Wheeler. Murphy sets up for Bennett. Bennett's hit is tipped and saved up by Kalishaw. Now Hazel Baker sends it over. Bryant forward to Murphy. Murphy back sets to Bennett, and she once again finds that open spot. And now coach clearly telling them, hey, she's going to do that all day long if you don't stop it.
If that continues, then Rachel's going to have a single block in the middle because they're either going to have to pull their left side attacker and blocker off the net and pick up those tips, or that spot's going to be open.
Hazel Baker sets up for Kalishaw. Unfortunate play there. Bennett slides down for the save, but then it just rolls off the net and out of her reach. Hazel Baker will go back to serve now. Kester, once again, finds that spot on the floor. And that's got to be upsetting for Coach Flanner, as it looks like she's going to bring Claypool back into the matchup. And I believe Farrington's going to go take a seat. Megan Bennett will be back to serve. 1-point lead for the Tigers. Hazel Baker sets up for Aiken. Aiken hard hit off the roof. Boatman's there, but unfortunately Bryant can't get to the next hit. 2-point lead for the Tigers now. That one going straight off the rafters. Not much you can do.
Just a good hustle play by Lindsey Bryant, trying to get there and trying to save that ball. But unfortunately, just two steps too far.
Stewart now.
We've got a substitution, Daryl.
Ooh, how about that?
We got freshman.
Breely Merrill enters the matchup.
She is the...
Well, short-lived.
I'm still going to talk about her. She's a JV libero.
Okay, not much talking about her. Hazel Baker dumps it over, set up for Boatman. And now Kalishaw hits it over. David to Murphy. Back row shot for Bryant. Don't see her do that much. Hazel Baker trying to tip over, but Boatman's there. David passes forward to Murphy. Over to Boatman. Hits cross court. Out of the reach of the second man. Ties us all up at 17. Well, I hope Pitts is okay. Sounded like she collided with the bleachers there. Hustle play. She's laughing it off, though. Kester now. Wow. A quick set for the second hit is not usually what you see. McGowan going full force. We saw McGowan do quite a few tips. That one hits off the basketball goal. Hazel Baker points up at it in frustration. Trojans take back the lead. I'm sorry, folks. I just realized that the Tigers are facing the Tigers on your scoreboard. It's my bad.
Starts with T's. It's the same.
Exactly. Close enough. You guys all knew who was who. 18-18 now.
Great block by Elena and Erica just to get the block set up. The only thing different, and the reason why it went out, is that they were not pressing into the court, they were pressing out of the court.
Some inexperience there from Kester in the back row. Decides to let that one go. Also unfortunate that her chest high is very different to other players' chest highs. A little taller than your average back row player. Bryant forward to Murphy, over to Boatman. Boatman hard hit down the line. Hazel Baker able to save it. McGowan, we've seen fair share of setting for her, forces it down the line. Hazel Baker with a great hustle play. Comstock hits it over now, tipped up. Gives David enough time to survive. And we're going to have an in-the-net call. I believe it's going to be on Elena.
Smart play by Elena, just getting that ball over right there. That deep right back corner is open, or if anything, just trying to take out the setter is a smart option.
We're going to get another timeout from Coach Jackson. We'll take one with them. You're watching Trojan Volleyball on Girard Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome right back into the action. Kalishaw sends away, gets this serve over. McGowan will just take away that possession. Aiken, a nice little tip, and perfectly plays to the hole of the defense. Sends David running for the ball all the way over on the JV court. Kalishaw. Be back to serve once more. It's a hard. Bryant dips down for it. Over to Boatman. Tips for that tee. And just like the old times, it's open once more.
Just smart ball, knowing what is open, what is working for your team. Hits are not consistently going down right now, so the Trojans are going to have to find different ways of scoring points.
Aiken sets up. Bryant can't make the dive. And now the Tigers 3 points away from victory.
Just a little bit of a miss-hit there. Looks like Lindsay just expected it to be stronger than it was.
Aiken serve right at Bryant. Murphy sets up. And Rachel Bennett finds a hole in the defense. Makes them pay for it, 22-20. Pass forward to Aiken. Aiken with a dump. Kester's there. Bennett goes for the tee. And like Walmart's before 2016, it's open all night. Works again once more for her. 22-21. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Flanner. We'll take it with them. Once again, 22-21. Trojan Volleyball here on Girard Sports Live.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome right back into the action. Murphy sends over. Comstock now plays for that back corner. Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman tips down the line. It's tipped up. A nice diving play in the back by Pitts, but that ball goes to no one. Makes us all tied at 22.
Great job by Lindsay Bryant. She's done a really good job all night of covering the back corner. She's reading all of the hitters' hands very well, knowing exactly where they're going and getting that ball up and not letting it drop.
I saw that one from the start. That back corner never got filled. Comstock attacks it accordingly.
I believe that's the only way she swung all night. And it's open.
Favors that side with her right hand, I suppose, and it's going to be Claypool to serve. Bryant to Murphy to Bennett. Bennett had that tee open once more. Right in the donut, just skims that line, and Bryant will send it over. Hazelbaker forward to Aiken. Aiken over to Stewart. Stewart blocked by the wall of Bennett. Murphy now sets up for Bennett. They were expecting the tip this time. Instead, she goes towards the donut. 23-23.
Yeah, you mentioned that she had that tee open, but it's also good to mix up your spots where you're hitting or tipping, because if you go to the same spot every time, they're going to be there.
Stewart jumps high to receive it. Comstock has to send it over. Boatman forward to Murphy. Murphy to Kester. Kester! Hard hit down the line, but out of bounds. 24-23 Tigers. 1 point away from taking set number 1.
Yeah, Maddie just not snapping her wrist and following through all the way. That's the only reason that ball went out.
Wheeler serves. Murphy over to Kester. She has to slide back to receive it. Hazelbaker up for Kalishaw. Hard hit. Goes off the hands of Bennett and out of the reach of the Trojans. First set goes to the Tigers.
We mentioned having that freshman come up from JV. That gives the Trojans a lot more opportunities. If a passer is not passing well, Coach Jackson now has flexibility to move around and get that freshman the opportunity to, 1, prove herself, and 2, see the varsity court and get experience there.
Very important to get experience, as that is the one thing that can make us better. Just practice, practice, practice. Tigers lead 1-0 in the sets total. We'll take a quick break. When we return, Trojan volleyball needing a comeback, needing to push things to 3 sets here on Girard Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back. This break between sets is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, that first set, Trojans had to pretty much battle from behind the entire time. A couple of quick plays there at the end would result in the loss, and the Tigers able to take the victory. Kalishaw proved to be the difference as the hard-hitting ability up front gets that last point, and they win 25-23. Trojans trying to force set number 3 as Lindsey Bryant enters the matchup. That eye on the game is brought to you by Canara Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first set, Canara Eye Care is there to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Canara Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at CanaraEyeCare.com. We're set to get underway. Gracie Murphy to serve, and she will. Attacks Stewart. Short hit, and Aiken able to save it over. Kester to Murphy, who sets up for Bennett. Bennett tips the tee, and it's open once again, like old Reliable.
Now that she's hit that tee a couple times, she needs to really go into the back left corner, because Fort Scott's going to start cheating up and expecting of that tee. Might as well catch him off guard in the back.
This one just awkwardly hit by Hazelbaker, and it'll be an ace for the Trojans. Yeah, until they start fixing it, though, don't change what you're doing. Murphy back to serve once more. Stewart. Another awkward hit off the back row, and Murphy has another ace, and we've got a quick timeout. Girard strikes fast and takes a 3-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Trojan Volleyball on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Welcome back. Murphy serves away. Stewart, another low one. Well saved by Aiken. That one was close to the line. Maddie decides to hit it. Boatman. Stewart passes forward to Hazelbaker. Hazelbaker over now. That's a new entrant into the matchup. It's going to be Kinley Clements. Boatman tries for that back left corner. Out of the reach of everyone because it was out of bounds.
Great idea. That back left corner is, or back right corner, excuse me, is open. If anything, you can also go for the setter and target her and get Fort Scott out of whack.
Bryant forward to Murphy, to Bennett. Nice block to slow down the momentum of that ball. Hazelbaker tries to push it, hits off the bottom of her palm. Boatman, hard hit, and out of the reach of everyone. 41, Trojans lead. And she'll go back to serve. Boatman now. From the stripe. Pass forward. Blocked by the wall of Bennett. She gets a touch on it again. Murphy can't quite get there.
Nothing you can do about that. I mean, really.
Clements will be back to serve now. Sends it over. Bryant forward to Murphy. Murphy over to Kester. Kester, hard hit down the line. That one's going to go way over the back line. And the look on Hazelbaker's face. That one probably hurt the hands a little bit.
That's the advantage of hitting hard. If you hit hard, you don't know where that ball is going to go off that block. It could go out, it could go in, but we've seen it a couple times at Maddie Kester where she's just screened the ball and they've gone way out.
Murphy sets up for McGowan. McGowan's hard hit. Once again off that blocker's hands and finds a spot on the court, making it 6-2. Just one blocker for Fort Scott there proved to be the difference as Elena hits to the side, gets a little lucky break, scores Girard another point. Bennett. Stewart passes forward, now Comstock gets a hard hit of her own, but Murphy with a great save. Tipped forward and Kester finds the right spot. 7-2, they lead.
Beautiful job by Megan Bennett, really stepping up and using her hands in front of the 10-foot line. She's the next option because Lindsey Bryant can't use her hands, and that would be your first go-to if setter takes first ball.
Kester able to get her hands on it. Hazelbaker slams it back down, scoring a point for the Tigers.
Elena doing a good job trying to get out there and trying to defend the net.
Kester to Murphy. Bennett has to tip it over. Shaw, hard hit, but out of bounds. Thank you, Callaway. Don't normally compliment you back there.
Do you think he listens?
No.
He has beef with you.
Probably. Megan Bennett now sends it short and away.
Yeah, just had a flimsy wrist there. Wasn't really able to get a good hold of that ball.
Hazelbaker now. Bryant to Murphy. Murphy to Kester. Hits that tee out of the reach of the Tigers. 9-4.
Beautiful cut by Maddie Kester. You see tipping works there, and we also see cutting that way and hitting right on that tee also works.
Kester forward. And that one's going to go into the JV court. Never had a chance for it.
If I was Coach Jackson right now giving signals, I would serve zone 5, which is this back left corner. You can see that Atkins is pulled way up, causing a little bit of confusion.
Going to attack that exact spot, but Clements does a good job to get there. Aikens hard hit into the banners, 10-5. Stewart to serve. Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman hits the line. Beautiful shot from Boatman. Well placed, well hit, and a deserved point.
Beautiful cross-court swing like you just said. Way to hit that open spot. That's also open for a good push or a tip if needed.
Lindsay. Short left side. Now Hazel Baker back up to Clements. She tips over. Cross court to Boatman. Blocked at the line. She'll have another churn at it. That one just sneaks inside the candy cane. Bennett now hits hard. Sends it over to the JV court.
Trojans doing a lot better in this matchup of block coverage. Although some of the passes are going wonky off of a block coverage, it's still good to have touches.
That serve never gets over. Comstock tries to save it. Unfortunately, that is not a legal play. Murphy once again back to serve. She sends away. Comstock tips. Kester's there. Murphy over to Boatman. Boatman tries to tip the line, gets blocked at the line, and Clements cannot get there in time. 13-6.
Yeah, that was really quick play right there. Erica just needed to transition a little bit faster, and I fully believe she would have put that ball down, but a tip is acceptable. She still got the point.
The wall of Bennett hits off a couple of them. Little pinball machine there, and once again attacking that little hole. Boatman can't get it down though. Bennett's turn, and now they've figured out that the tee is open. Good save up front from Pitts. Back set to Megan Bennett, hits hard, but Hazel Baker's there. Bryant covers the back corner. Murphy to Bennett, hard hit, out of bounds. Tigers win the volley.
Beautiful rally right there. You can see that Fort Scott is starting to pick up that tee. They're going to have to go somewhere else, mix it up, and then come back to that tee, see if it's still open.
Murphy sets up to Boatman, blocks at the line, goes down on the Tigers side. Trojans lead by double the Tiger total.
Say that 5 times fast.
Double the Tiger total, double the Tiger total, double the Tiger total, double the Tiger total. Boatman now. Aiken sets back up to Hazel Baker. Hard hit off the net and down. 15-7 lead for the Trojans. Boatman, little knuckleball serve. The tip ball is won by Kester. 9-point lead for the Trojans.
Maddie has to be careful there. She has to make sure the ball breaks the plane of the net, or it would be considered roofing.
It's going to be an ace for Erica Boatman.
Right there, you can see how effective the float serve was. You saw that Hazel Baker was not sure where that ball was going to land.
And I think that Pitts thought it was a float serve, but it was not. Stewart returns to the matchup for Pitts. Boatman will be back to serve once more. Short middle, Pass straight up. Aiken over to Hazel Baker. She has to set over. Kester's there. Murphy up middle to Bennett. Doesn't get over the net. Good serve from Clements. Murphy cross court to Kester. Hard off Hazel Baker's head.
Great play up. It looks like the middle was faked out, so that left Maddie with only one blocker.
Farrington into the matchup for the Tigers. Bennett sends over. And McGowan puts it down.
Great job by Elena McGowan to swipe that ball to that tee that's been open the majority of the night.
We got a substitution. Breeley Merrill going to return to the matchup.
It looks like a timeout as well.
And we're going to get a timeout. 20-8 is our score. Trojans have a strong hold on this one. See if they can keep that lead when we return to Trojan Volleyball on Girard Sports Live. Rachel Bennett is back to serve, and we're live here on Girard Sports Live. Aiken sets up for Stewart. Hard hit and blocked by McGowan. She puts it down, makes it 21-8. Trojans 4 points away from taking set number 2 and forcing a third set in the triangular.
Their second of the night.
Comstock batted back down. And some of the Trojan players appealing, saying it hit Hazel Baker's foot on that side before it went down and out of bounds, but the final call is going to be that it was out of bounds. Bryant passes forward. Jump ball there is won by Murphy. Not often said in the world of volleyball. Set over to Kester. Hard hit. Deserves to have it, and she does. 22-9 the score. Megan Bennett will be back to serve. Low serve, pass forward. Hit down by Kester! Maddie Kester with some aggression.
That's what you gotta do as an athlete. You gotta use calls like the one before to get you fired up and going.
If you don't get your way, make it your way. Hazel Baker sends over to Stewart. Hard hit. Kester's there. Goes off the net and down. Seemed like that was probably Bennett's ball in that back row, but got called off by Kester. Just that quick time decision. Hazel Baker sends over. Bryant forward to Murphy. Murphy up to McGowan. McGowan, hard hit off the blocker's hands into the JV court. 24-10. Trojans 1 point away from forcing a third set.
Yeah, Girard doing a great job to battle back and really take control in this game. They didn't seem like themselves the first set, but now we see them shine.
Boatman returns. Kester sends over. Awkward hit. Hazel Baker sets up. Boatman now. Hit down the line, and it's saved. What a play. Stewart and the company. But finally found by McGowan. She hits the donut. And Trojans with a dominant victory in set number 2, winning 25-10. We'll take an extended break here. When we come back, the third set and the last one of the night here on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. Murphy sets off set number 3, and it's going to be an ace for her. 1-0 Trojans lead. We are tied 1-1 coming into set number 3. Trojans faced a loss earlier today that went to 3 sets against the Lewisburg Wildcats. And it's going to be another ace for Murphy. That's how she started the last set. (2-0) now. Murphy sends away. Another short one attacking Hazelbaker. Stewart forward to Aiken. Aiken sets over. Megan Bennett does a good job to get there in time. Boatman hit hard down the line. Nice diving play by Wheeler. This one sent back in. And Claypool did everything she could to keep it alive, but it wasn't enough. 3-0, Trojans lead. Murphy, she'll send middle. Aiken dump. Bennett goes for the dive, but it goes awkwardly off her hands, making it 3-1. Aiken back to serve.
That's the first time I've seen her jump set. I don't know if that's her telltale or what for dumps.
Hard hit, but nicely saved by Aiken. Comstock tipped up by Bennett. Diving play by Bryant to keep it alive, and now Bennett's turn once again. Taps it over. Aiken over to Claypool. Misses her hit.
Yeah, she just let that ball get a little too far out of reach or to the left of her and wasn't able to swing with her right hand.
Boatman's back to serve now. She sends over. Hazelbaker over to Wheeler to Aiken. Murphy sets up for Bennett. Hard hit off the blocker's hands. Rachel Bennett once more getting a score.
Just a great connection between the setter and our middle right there, knowing exactly where Rachel wanted that ball.
Aiken sets up for Hazelbaker. Now Bryant, forward to Murphy, over to Kester, goes for the tip. Hazelbaker sets up this time to Claypool. Well hit, but over the back line. Boatman sends over. Hazelbaker, slam down. And it's going to hug the line. Kester gets a point off the serve.
Maddie doing a great job of reading that ball, knowing when to go up and snapping. Snapping is why that ball almost hit 10-foot line. If not, it did.
Set up for Comstock. Once again, hit over the back line. 8-1 lead for the Trojans. Something sparked within them. I'm actually going to ask Coach Jackson what that was in our post-game interview. Remind me. Boatman sends away Stewart. Aiken sets forward, and it's blocked down. Kester and Bennett.
I'm not really sure if you want to know what sparked them.
That's why I want to ask. 9-1, Trojans lead. Boatman back to serve once more. Sends it short. Hazelbaker forward. Aiken. Aiken, quick dump. Murphy swings around to it, and Bennett eats possession. Now forward Aiken once more. Comstock will have her chance. Kester wins the tip-off. 10-1. Trojans first ones to double digits.
Doing a great job of denying Comstock the satisfaction of being taller and just tipping the ball over and trying to get a point.
Set back up to Comstock. Boatman does a good job to get underneath it. Kester blocked by Comstock. Now up once more to Hazelbaker. Blocked at the line by Kester. Doesn't get away with that one. Didn't close it off on that right side. Makes it 10-2. It'll be Clements who's back to serve now for the Tigers. High arcing serve. Boatman from the back row. An even higher hit goes over the back line.
Yeah, she just caught that ball behind her head, and that's why it's sort of out of bounds.
Clements, that serve was close to that blue line. But, well, point one is a point one, no matter how you get it done.
Yeah, you rhymed.
I always do. McGowan returns to the matchup. Bennett serves away. Back over to Comstock, goes for the tip. Boatman's there. Miscommunication, no one gets to it. 11-4 our score.
Yeah, that's just such a hard place ball for Gracie to get because she's already running this way, and having to change directions that quickly is almost near to impossible.
Puts a lot of strain on the old ACL.
Yeah.
Short one, Boatman forward to Murphy, over to McGowan. McGowan hitting from that right side. Smart play to do the quick tip.
Yeah, I kind of caught the Trojans off guard right there.
It's going to be Wheeler back in. Bryant forward to Murphy. Kester goes for the tip. Hazelbaker over to Stewart this time, trying to hug the line. (11-6). Wheeler back to serve once more. Serves it short. Boatman to Murphy. Back set to Megan Bennett. Blocked out of bounds. Trojans maintain their lead.
Great job by Megan Bennett, really using that block to have the ball go out on their side of the court.
Hazelbaker sets up for Stewart. Bennett to Murphy, to McGowan. She tried for that little tip, didn't work. Stewart once more, hits way over the back. 13-6.
Yeah, Fort Scott recognizing that Elena's tipping because she goes up with both hands and immediately cover that tee, which is smart of them. Now she needs to push it to the back corner because nobody's there.
Hazelbaker sets up for Stewart. Tipped at the line. Blocks are about 50-50, and that one was 50 in favor of Tigers. Hazelbaker back to serve. Bryant forward to Murphy. Over to McGowan. Hazelbaker for the quick one. Went awkwardly off her hands. Don't think that's the result she wanted. Boatman tipped as well. We're having a tip-off now. Kester with the hard hit. McGowan a little frustrated with that play.
Yeah, it looked like she just jabbed at the ball instead of letting the ball come to her and pushing out.
(13 to 8). Hazelbaker. Miscommunication between back row, and that's going to cause a timeout for Coach Jackson. 13 to 9 our score. Trojans had a 7-point lead at one point. It's shrunk down to 4 now. We'll see how this game turns out in the final match of the triangular here on Girard Sports Live.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Welcome back right into the action as Hazelbaker serves away. Boatman receives it. Set up by Kester this time. Wheeler passes forward to Hazelbaker, who sets up to Stewart. Bryant's there. Murphy over to Boatman. Backline hit. Popped up. And back set by Kalashaw. Kester hits the line, but it goes over. However, it was tipped before it did. 14 to 9 the score.
I hope, watching her back set just made my shins hurt, because that was one of the things Coach Jackson always yelled at me, or Coach Crane, or any of my other setters for doing.
Kester now. Hazelbaker sets up for Aiken. Out of bounds. 15 to 9. Trojans just 10 points away from taking home a victory tonight. Kester serves back corner, but goes over that back line.
Great idea. There's no one in this left back corner here.
Now it'll be Stewart. She serves away for the Tigers. Murphy up to McGowan, finds the vacant hole and makes it her own, 16 to 10. Bennett returns to the match as well. Bennett, Boatman, and Murphy make the front line. It'll be Bryant to serve, and Kester and David in the back. That one skims blue. 17 to 10 our score. I think some of the Tiger players looking at our camera wanting an instant replay. We don't offer that here.
Just rewind on YouTube.
No. Hazelbaker sets up. Blocked into the stands. Or more accurately, the bench. Comstock returns to the matchup. Kalashaw will be back to serve. Bryant forward to Murphy. Over to Bennett. Tipped. Nice diving play by Claypool. Kester back line. Out of bounds.
Out by centimeters.
Kalashaw forced to run for the ball even though she's the one serving. Bad teamwork. Didn't seem to gas her. She sends over a nice serve. And Bennett up and down. Rachel Bennett with power.
Looked like a pinball machine there.
Bang, 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 bang. Murphy. Sends it short at Stewart. Awkward pass. Good save by Claypool. Aiken hits it over. Sometimes luck is better than skill as that one rides the net and falls shortly on the Trojan side.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that except watch it come over.
Aiken. Bryant forward to Murphy. and teamwork, the power of friendship. Blocked down by Bennett.
You took what I was going to say.
Bryant forward to Murphy. Over to Boatman. Boatman hits hard, but it's saved by the Tigers. Bennett's turn. This one saved as well, but into the scorers table. 19-13, Trojans lead. Boatman will be the one to try and make it 20. She's back at the serving stripe. Sends it right at Hazel Baker, forward to Aiken. Aiken up to Comstock. Tipped around, Kester with a good hustle to get to it, and then Bryant sends it over into the field of play. Up for Claypool this time, hit down the line, and inbounds. A well-placed spot for Claypool, and a point for her as well.
Yeah, that line, the Trojans line is open all day.
19-14. Kester, hard hit, out of bounds. Coach Jackson received that one. Clements returns to the matchup. Bennett sends over. Aiken sets up for Comstock, tipped around. Kester and McGowan doing their best. Tipped up behind, a nice rally play by Clements to keep it alive. Murphy over to Kester, she wants it. Blocked down by Comstock. They'll go back set to Bennett this time. Rides the net, finds a spot, 21-14.
It's always good to see Megan Bennett getting set, especially in this match, getting her experience. She's going to be, what, a senior next year? She'll need it.
Going to be one of the focal points of the team next year, as a lot of senior experience will be leaving the team. She'll have to step up in a big way, but we're focused on the now as Tigers get back a point. 21-15 the score. Wheeler back to serve. Bryant forward to Murphy. To Kester, hits cross court and in. McGowan now plays for the back corner, but Clements receives it. Aiken forward to Stewart. Boatman up to Murphy. Over to Kester. Tries to push it down to the tee, doesn't work. Stewart, Bryant's there. Good volley between both teams. Kester trying to end it, but it will be ended by Hazel Baker on the block.
Yeah, it was just a really good block, really good placed and timed by Hazel Baker. Good job pressing.
Wheeler back to serve. Short one, Kester's there. Murphy up to Boatman. Boatman hard hit into the bleachers. The Fort Scott bench vacates as Hazel Baker was on her way. Megan Bennett will be the one back to serve. You talked about experience. No better position to be put in than this one right here.
Push three. That's all I've got to say.
Forward to Hazel Baker. Sets up. Stewart. Boatman to Murphy. To McGowan. Blocked. Miscommunication between Tigers. 4 hits. 23 points.
Apparently I can't count to 4. I only thought there were 3.
It's going to be a timeout for Coach Flanner. We'll take it with them. 23-16 our score, just 2 points away from going home with a victory. You'll be back here to see the end of this one on Girard Sports Live.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. 23-16, Megan Bennett back to serve. She sends away short net Wheeler. Forward to Hazel Baker. This one will be over to Stewart. Inopportune time for a mistake. Trojans just 1 point away from sealing this one out. Megan Bennett back to serve. Sends it over. Wheeler forward to Hazelbaker. Up to Kalishaw. This one set up to Kester. Tries to push the tee. Kalishaw once more. Murphy. Kester's hit. It's received by Wheeler. Over to Stewart once more. Great volley. Tigers trying to stay alive. McGowan for the tip. Finds the right location. Batted around like a pinball. 9-point victory for the Girard Trojans. They take this one 25-16 in 3 sets. A great victory there for the Trojans, taking this one 2-1. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show, the Eastside Cafe post-game show, and then we'll wrap this one up with a bow here from Ted Arter Taylor Gymnasium. You're watching Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the 4 States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Girard Sports Live. We're here at the Eastside Cafe post-game show. Experience the best breakfast in town 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. Proud supporters of Trojan athletics. Volsera was a good victory there in the second one for the Trojans. Seems like they got things back together. Seems like the Fort Scott Tigers fell apart in those last 2 sets. It was almost like they kind of just got a little fatigued almost.
Yeah, going into 3 sets, it's really hard to keep your momentum going. It's always, it's not just one team, it's both teams. They're always tired. And it reflects in play and the scores, especially the second 2 sets.
Exactly right. Something that the Trojans did well in that second set was block coverage. So we called a lot of blocks in that first match that we did this week back on Tuesday. This game didn't seem like there was very many of those. However, there towards the end they were starting to get the coverage together, and it proved to be the difference.
Yeah, block coverage is essential as well. I mean, your hit, not all the time your hit's going to go through the block or you're going to hit around. You have to be ready for it to come back in your face. You have to be, not just you, but your teammates as well, to have your back right there.
That's exactly right. Well, 25-16 victory in set number 3, and that's going to wrap this one up from Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. I'm Daryl McLeod, joined alongside by Sarah Goebel. Thanking you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the sponsors. I love you, Mom, and good night from Girard, Kansas.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com. Sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com.